Welcome to the Dinar Community channel. We're thrilled to have you with us for another jam-packed episode full of key updates, in-depth analysis, and vital news, especially for those closely monitoring the Iraqi Dinar (IQD) and Vietnamese Dong (VND). Whether you've held onto these currencies for years or are just beginning to explore the world of foreign currency speculation, this video could prove to be one of the most significant you watch this year. Why 2025? Because the financial buzz around these two currencies has never been louder. Between economic reforms, behind-the-scenes intel, and unusual banking activity, a revaluation (RV) seems increasingly possible. This potential shift could reshape global wealth patterns and alter financial landscapes in a major way. While speculation has always been part of this community, 2025 brings a different energy. The signs are more consistent, the movements more intentional, and expert confidence is more visible than we've seen in years. So get comfortable, grab a drink, and join us as we explore what might be a defining turning point for currency investors worldwide. Big bank moves. What's stirring at Wells Fargo? Recent reports about Wells Fargo, one of the largest banks in the United States, have sparked widespread speculation. Although no official announcement has been made, several insiders claim the bank is upgrading its internal systems to handle large-scale foreign currency exchanges. Allegedly, these upgrades are being designed to support both the Iraqi Dinar and Vietnamese Dong. If these reports are accurate, this marks a serious pivot for a major financial institution. Banks like Wells Fargo don't overhaul internal systems without solid justification, especially not for niche currencies. Their actions are typically slow, calculated, and data-driven. Even more intriguing are rumors that JP Morgan Chase and HSBC are implementing similar updates. The possibility that three banking giants are quietly preparing for the same type of currency exchange has led many to believe that a coordinated global strategy may be unfolding, one that could involve a revaluation event. Clues from the inside. Infrastructure readiness and market shifts. There's been a noticeable uptick in chatter from insiders working within major financial institutions. Some claim they've been instructed to review protocols for foreign currency conversions, particularly for IQD and VND. These internal adjustments hint that banks might be getting ready for something major. At the same time, users across the currency watching community have noticed subtle but telling updates on trading platforms and financial apps. New placements of the IQD and VND, enhanced visibility of their symbols, and minor interface changes all suggest that the financial tech world may be preparing for increased visibility, or even usability, of these currencies. In finance, tech updates like these usually follow rigorous planning and regulatory processes. When several platforms make similar updates simultaneously, it often means the institutions are aligning for a significant change. Ground-level progress. Iraq and Vietnam making big moves. The current wave of enthusiasm isn't just based on bank rumors. Tangible progress on the ground adds serious weight to the speculation. In Iraq, years of reconstruction are beginning to show positive outcomes. The Central Bank of Iraq (CBI) has implemented strong monetary reforms to fight inflation, stabilize the dinar, and attract global investment. A major milestone. Iraq's foreign currency reserves have now exceeded $100 billion, a massive signal of economic confidence and stability. Meanwhile, in Vietnam, the economy is booming. Its manufacturing sector is one of the fastest growing in Asia, and its financial systems have embraced digital transformation. With improvements in fintech, banking, and trade, Vietnam is clearly positioning itself as a serious player in global commerce. These foundational changes in both countries build credibility for their currencies and support the idea of a future revaluation. Influential voices. What Frank26 and MarkZ are saying. Respected figures in the currency revaluation space, like Frank26 and MarkZ, are adding fuel to the current wave of interest. Frank26 has spotlighted Wells Fargo's rumored system updates, suggesting these may be part of a globally coordinated effort involving a multi-currency realignment. He argues that a conservative institution like Wells Fargo wouldn't act without being part of a broader financial plan. MarkZ, meanwhile, has shared speculative revaluation figures that are gaining attention. According to him, the IQD could revalue to around $4, while the VND might reach approximately 28 cents. While these numbers are unconfirmed, they're said to stem from financial modeling and internal forecasting. Regardless of whether these figures come true, it's clear that discussion around revaluation is intensifying. Why bank involvement signals serious momentum. Wells Fargo's rumored role is being taken seriously because of the bank's cautious, reputation-conscious approach to innovation. It's not the type to act on pure speculation. If Wells Fargo, and possibly JP Morgan Chase and HSBC, are restructuring their systems to handle IQD and VND exchanges, it could signify that mainstream institutions are preparing to treat these currencies as legitimate global players. These aren't fringe banks experimenting quietly. These are major industry leaders whose moves often prompt sector-wide shifts. If they begin publicly supporting IQD or VND exchanges, smaller institutions will likely follow, creating a domino effect across the financial world. Are you prepared? If you already hold IQD or VND, or are thinking about acquiring them, now is the time to make sure you're informed and prepared. 1. Stay updated. Follow credible sources, like this channel, to stay ahead of emerging developments. 2. Be bank ready. Consider opening accounts with banks possibly involved in future exchanges, Wells Fargo, JP Morgan Chase, or HSBC. 3. Stay vigilant. As interest spikes, so will scams. Be cautious. Avoid anyone promising guaranteed rates or early access deals. Work only with licensed institutions. Most importantly, remember that revaluations rarely follow public timelines. Major financial shifts often happen quietly, until they don't. When the moment comes, it could unfold fast. What revaluation could mean for the world? A revaluation of the IQD and VND wouldn't just change lives, it could shift global power structures. Iraq could rapidly emerge as a regional economic force, with increased capacity to fund infrastructure, healthcare, education, and long-term development. Stability and prosperity could follow. Vietnam could draw even more global business, especially from companies seeking alternatives to China. A revalued dong could supercharge its role in global supply chains and finance. Most significantly, stronger IQD and VND currencies could challenge the dominance of the US dollar. A move toward a multi-currency world would redefine how global trade and financial systems operate. What to watch next? The coming weeks may be crucial. Keep your eye on official announcements from Wells Fargo, JP Morgan Chase, or HSBC. Statements from the Central Bank of Iraq (CBI) and the State Bank of Vietnam (SBV). Changes in trading platforms, especially reclassifications or updates to IQD and VND listings. Local government communications in Iraq and Vietnam regarding exchange rules, rates, or rollout procedures. For over a decade, the idea of an RV was viewed as fringe. But in 2025, serious economic steps, institutional readiness, and global whispers are pushing the conversation into the mainstream. Stay grounded, stay informed, and above all, be prepared. If this breakdown helped clarify things for you, please like, share, and subscribe to the Dinar Community channel for more updates like this. And tell us in the comments, what's your take on a revaluation? Are you ready? Like and subscribe for more videos.